YouTube family, welcome to On the Cusp with Daphne, a place where inspiration meets evolution, a place where evolution has become a non-negotiable. Stay tuned to the channel if you are interested in UK job opportunities, in UK immigration-related matters, personal development, health, well-being, and all things fitness. Stay tuned to the channel as I bring you more. Today's video focuses on who is still recruiting in the UK and what requirements do they need from you as their candidate, as their overseas candidate.
Do it like you.
Having recently told you how you could optimize your chances of securing a job interview, you can imagine my delight when I came across an article that confirmed many of the things I was telling you in that video. What I told you was based on information I have obtained from calling a few recruiters and NHS employers, and I just put those facts together to compile this video that I have linked up here for you. I'm going to go through these bullet points where I tell you what is required of you by this employer in particular, and I shall share the details with you at the end of the video. So don't touch the dial, stay tuned to the channel. I'll be looking at my screen as I go through the relevant bullet points with you. The first heading is about international recruitment requirements. So this is a company that's recruiting both locally and internationally. So I've gone straight onto their international page. So at the top, it says international recruitment. It talks about how they've obtained the certificate of sponsorship license. And then it goes on to say this role involves working in care homes or in clients' homes, providing aspects of personal care and domestic care, including, so the list goes on, the list of things that you will be doing goes on. Assistance with all aspects of personal care. These are things I've spoken about in my previous videos: showering, bathing, dressing, grooming, toileting, assisting with aspects of medication, assisting with day-to-day tasks, as well as you being expected to support service users with a range of care needs. But quite a broad scope. You can see just basically taking care of somebody either within their home care setting or in a setting of an old age home. The most important part of the video, I want us to get to the requirements, what is required of you. It also goes on about how you'll work a combination of shifts, early, late, night shifts. So you'll have long-term employment prospects. As you can imagine, this is care of the elderly, which really are going nowhere anytime soon, in the sense that a home is likely going to always be filled to capacity, or even if it's empty, usually even if a resident passes on, they usually have a waiting list of people who are waiting to be admitted to the care home. So in that way, this is how your long-term job prospects come about. They just say the things they'll help you with, how they'll assist you with obtaining your national insurance in the UK. Important thing about this video, I want us to get to the point about what is required of you. What do they need from you? It's international employee requirements is what we're getting to now. The first thing they need from you is an up-to-date CV. Check out my video on how to put together a winning CV for UK job opportunities, as well as a winning cover letter that will make you stand out and be recognized by these employers for the UK job opportunities. The second thing they need from you is experience in healthcare and social care. So experience is a requirement for this particular employer. Relevant social and healthcare qualifications, a valid passport. Be sure to check out my video where I tell you what to do before you leave your home country, things to do before you leave your home country, including renewing your passport. They also want a TB test from a Home Office approved test center. Remember, you can't do your TB test anywhere. You need to do it at one of these Home Office approved centers around the world. Most countries have got one. Just check out where your nearest one is for your country. Police clearance. So your police clearance is also required. It needs to be issued within 6 months of you applying. So that's quite a lenient time between your police clearance being issued and you applying. Ielts. I keep telling you about Ielts. They also require for you, before you apply, to have your Ielts in possession. And it's nice that they're very specific. This is the right one for healthcare support workers. Ielts General for UKVI. Ielts General for UKVI, English test with a score of 5 with a score of 5. So they're very specific. The IELTS General UKVI with a score of 5. This is something I go on and on about, the IELTS. So it's actually nice that they're telling you specifically that it's the General UKVI that you require with a score of 5. So wonder no more whether you need IELTS or not. It will be needed for traveling, although it's not a requirement of the job. But I think, as I said in my previous video, they are trying to secure themselves and make sure they don't offer you a job, and at the end of it all, you do not have your IELTS. 2 references and 1 character reference. The last point, which I've left for last deliberately, because it's such a contentious issue mostly, is that they would like for you to be fully vaccinated. Speaking to an NHS employer recently based in West Sussex, asking them whether this was a requirement of the job for the overseas candidate, what they said to me was, even if the candidates are not fully vaccinated, they have to express willingness that once in the country, they will be willing to get vaccinated. But this employer in particular wants you to come fully vaccinated. And obviously there's an email here where you can apply. I always go and test these things before coming to talk to you about them. I checked this website about 4 days ago, I would say. And of course, I'm checking it again. I'm checking it again today before publishing this video. And guess what? As I checked today, something that wasn't there 4 days ago, on their international recruitment page, they do say that they've suspended international for now until further notice, which kind of shocked me. Had I not looked at the website a few days ago, I would have just come straight here or had I done this video 4 days ago, this would not have come to my attention, or had I not rechecked it again today, I'd be none the wiser. Nonetheless, what I can tell you is keep an eye out for this company, because as with everybody else, the moment they get a sheer volume of response, they will tell you that they've suspended the recruitment. It's not to say it's finished, because they keep on getting new contracts, people keep on leaving, new opportunities become available. So I would imagine it's a case of supply and demand. What I like the most about this group is the diversity of the executive personnel, because they seem to be mostly people from different African countries, from Kenya, from Zambia. I liked the relatability of those people because they know the hardships in those countries. They've been there, they know exactly where you're coming from. They have some idea where you're coming from. So I like that relatability. So I'll just say, just bookmark them and keep checking their website to see if they have opened up. I'll do the same and definitely let you know once they open up for recruitment again. It's definitely a good company. So a takeaway from this is be sure to use the same template to apply this information as you apply for other jobs. Use this template they've provided us with. On a brighter side, we can look at it as it's not the end of the world that they've suspended their international recruitment. What we're going to do is to keep an eye on their website and see when it opens up. But in the meantime, they've been so generous with information and told us exactly what they require from international candidates. What I would do if I were looking for a job, I would take this template as it is and use it to apply for other jobs. So not all is lost. Take this template, apply it to other jobs. I'll link the information in the description box for you to help yourself and utilize this information to the fullest. I hope you find this useful. Not all employers are so specific and straightforward in terms of what they need. So I like the fact that they were so to the point. Perhaps that's why they've had such a good response after all, because they were so clear cut and specific as to what do they need. So stay tuned to the channel. So should this change, I'll be sure to keep you posted. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, I bring you insights into work opportunities in the UK, support thereof immigration-related matters, and occasionally health, well-being, and fitness-related matters based on my lived experiences. Stay tuned to the channel. Remain on the cusp with Daphne, a place where evolution has become a non-negotiable. So to summarize what this employer requires of their overseas candidates is an updated CV, experience in health and social care, qualification in health and social care, a valid passport, a TB test from an approved home office test center, a police clearance that was issued within the last 6 months of applying, IELTS General UKVI with a minimum score of 5. They also need that you are fully vaccinated. fully vaccinated for COVID, that is. Lastly, they need from you 2 work references, as well as 1 character reference. These 9 requirements, I would apply them elsewhere. Chances of you going wrong if you apply elsewhere with the same requirements are very slim. So even though they've suspended their international recruitment, they have left the information on the website for us to continue learning from, and I'm sure so that when the opportunities open up in future, you know exactly what they need from you. In the meantime, I'm of the view that this information can be used elsewhere, as it is. So that's something to consider in your job search. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like the video, to share, as well as to comment below. See you on the next one. And of course, the employer referred to in this video is TLC Nursing and Home Care Plus Limited. I'll link the website below so you can start browsing it on a regular basis to see when the openings become available. And like I said, I will be doing the same. As soon as the international recruitment resumes, I will be sure to give you the heads up as well, but keep checking for yourself in the meantime as well.
You do it like you.